It is no secret. The Vancouver Canucks have been rebuilding for over 5 years now. And through those 5 years, the Vancouver Canucks, with the help of Jim Benning, have created a very respectable prospect pipeline. And even with that being said, even with countless high-end draft picks, many people, many analysts around the hockey world continue to doubt the Vancouver Canucks' young rookie phenoms. A great example of this, and I've said it before, is last year. Many analysts, most people did not even have Pettersson within the top 5 rookies heading into the 2018-2019 season, with other names like deadliest, Svechnikov, Casey Mittelstadt severely overshadowing Pettersson. And it's not like, Pettersson came out of nowhere. Pettersson just came off a season where he broke many SHL records, the SHL being one of the best leagues in the world as a teenager. But people and hockey analysts continue to doubt Jim Benning on his selection of prospects. Heading into next season, I'm honestly seeing the same thing with Quinn Hughes. I've seen many analysts now, many people around the hockey community, put Quinn Hughes outside of the top 5 defensive prospects heading into the 2019-2020 season. Now, this really does confuse me. It really does, honestly blow my mind. Now, for someone like Cale Makar, I can understand that. There's definitely an argument for Cale Makar or maybe Bowen Byram, but the others really do confuse me. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of these defensive prospects, I'm not saying they're bad, but I think that Quinn Hughes as a prospect has a way more upside than a lot of these other guys. Quinn Hughes really is a prime example of the new age defenseman. He's really the next generation of defensemen. We're going to see a lot of people like Quinn Hughes, for example, Eric Brandstrom, Torrey Krug, even Cale Makar is on the smaller side. Quinn Hughes is just a generational skater. Now, that may seem like a bit of an exaggeration, but what I will say is with Quinn Hughes' unbelievable edges, unbelievable agility and speed, he's already ranked among the best skaters in the NHL. Now, it may be hard to judge that because Quinn Hughes has a limited time in the NHL, only playing 5 games, but throughout next season, I really think people are going to come to realize this. And combined with Quinn Hughes' elite vision and his ability to find the open man, Quinn Hughes is someone who can seamlessly take charge of any transition. Because honestly guys, Quinn Hughes is probably one of the most confident defensemen as a teenager that I've ever seen. Quinn Hughes just does not panic with the puck because of his elite skating ability, his good puck control. If the play isn't open or is to his liking, he's able to quickly change the tempo of the game and break down the opponent's setup, which is why he has such a good transition game. Now, with that being said, Quinn Hughes is definitely not a physical defenseman. He's only coming in at 5'10", around 170 pounds. But that doesn't mean that Quinn Hughes is just a liability out there on the defensive side. He has great stick work and plays his best defensive game when he's utilizing his elite skating ability, since he can really effortlessly get back into the play and stay in strong position waiting for the interception. The strength and size of Quinn Hughes will always be probably a shortcoming in terms of Quinn Hughes' game. However, because of his smaller frame, it does allow him to have some of the most elite edges in the whole NHL, which he uses to his advantage to obviously dodge checks and slither his way through the opposition. And if you don't know the term slither, I don't know. Throughout my whole hockey career, I've noticed that some of the smaller players, they just have this keen ability to just slither and dodge checks, like they have like grease all over them. So like whenever they try to hit them, they can just somehow get out of any situation. Another good example of that is like Johnny Gaudreau. Johnny Gaudreau is a very slimy, slithery guy. Now, with all that being said, I think the best part about Quinn Hughes' game is actually going to be his special teams, and that might be kind of obvious. Quinn Hughes is the definition of a powerplay quarterback. Like I mentioned before, because Quinn Hughes has such elite edges and such a good skating ability, Quinn Hughes can effortlessly skate around the opposition. I know Quinn Hughes only played 5 games last year, but within those 5 games, if you watch any of them, Quinn Hughes could skate laps around basically every single person on the ice, every single shift. And when you have such a strong skating ability, it allows you to create holes in the opposition's defense. And because of Quinn Hughes' elite vision, he's able to find the perfect pass instead of forcing a shot or just dumping the puck in deep. Last year, Alex Edler was our main power play quarterback, and to be honest guys, I have nothing against Edler. He's a solid top 4 defenseman. However, many times last year, like I kind of just mentioned, he would either force shots, make very predictable passes, or just dump the puck in deep. Now, of course, Edler is a pretty big guy. He doesn't have a great skating ability, and he's not very creative. But, I mean, that's not why he's being paid, but, that's just kind of facts. And so, with Quinn Hughes as the quarterback, and I guess one thing to mention, I hope, and I've said this before, I hope Travis Green gives the responsibility to Quinn Hughes sooner than later. I know he's going to make Quinn Hughes deserve the power play quarterback position, but you know what? He's our guy. But with Quinn Hughes as the quarterback on our power play, and 2 of the deadliest shots within the whole NHL, that being obviously Brock Boeser and Elias Pettersson, expect the Vancouver Canucks to have one of the deadliest power plays in the whole NHL, and if not deadly, at least very fun to watch. Not to mention, Bo Horvat is honestly the perfect guy that will stand in front of the net and just take a beating while obviously screening the goaltender, which really does, complement Boeser, Pettersson, and Hughes. Keep in mind, guys, last year we had guys like Ben Hutton, Alex Edler, and Derek Pouliot as the #1 power play quarterback for the Vancouver Canucks, and honestly, if Elias Pettersson didn't have the pucks at times, there was just no creativity on our power play. Just none. And I don't blame them. Hutton, Edler, Derek Pouliot's more of an offensive defenseman, so I don't know what his excuse is, but I guess for the other guys, I don't blame them. They're not those offensive-minded defensemen. But with that being said, that is just exactly why Quinn Hughes is going to complement our power play so much and create such an entertaining experience for us fans who lived with obviously the Sedin's power play for over a decade, so entertaining to watch, and now we have our new generation of power play. And because we had a guy like Derek freaking Pouliot manning the first line of our power play last year, the Vancouver Canucks had one of the worst power plays in the NHL. And with guys like Elias Pettersson on one side and Brock Boeser on the other side who have very deadly shots, like that is like one of the most perfect power play tandems. Bo Horvat in the middle, Elias Pettersson on the right side, Brock Boeser on the left side. That only sounds like success, but because of the lack of creativity and the lack of being able to give Elias Pettersson and Brock Boeser the perfect pass, we just were not able to capitalize. Brock Boeser and Elias Pettersson are easily guys who can put up 40 plus goals. And if we're able to have a quarterback that can create that open ice, just think of the possibilities, guys. And I'm not going to say Quinn Hughes is going to be a top Calder candidate, but considering he may be on a very good power play next year, he may rack up some decent points. Personally, I'd be happy with Quinn Hughes to get around 30 to 40 points. I think that's probably pretty reasonable expectations. You guys gotta remember, defensemen take longer to transition into the NHL. They have more defensive responsibilities, more strength, more physical maturity to go through, which is why we have lots of defensemen that take, honestly, 3-4 years after the draft to be impact players in the NHL. Which is why I'm not too worried about Olio Levy, because, it seems like he's drafted forever ago. Defensemen just take longer. So even though I think Quinn Hughes is going to be a fantastic player, don't set your expectations too high, because not all the time do defensemen seamlessly transition into the NHL. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about Quinn Hughes. Is he going to be the next offensive defenseman in the NHL? And is Quinn Hughes going to live up to all the hype he's been creating? But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys later.